Core Activator places your spine in a spine neutral position. The 45-degree angle takes the load off the spine, less than 1 body weight. The 45-degree angle of the Core Activator allows you to abdominally brace and hold that abdominal brace. So you're constantly working your core muscles in combination and in concert with any other muscle group that you would work, whether it be your chest, your shoulders. So no matter what exercise you're doing on the Core Activator, you're linking it to your extremities. And that's where your power is from. Brain, spine, core to extremities. So if you're throwing a football, throwing a baseball, if you're swinging a golf club, you're linking your core, which stabilizes and protects your lumbar spine and your low back and discs. And it also enhances athletic performance. In addition to that, as you sit down and compress the spine during exercise, you shut off, research shows that you shut off certain core muscles. Internal obliques, transverse abdominis. Hip hinge is one of the most important movements to preserve your spine. As we hip hinge and go through the range of motion, through lumbar flexion, we're using all 5 lumbar vertebrae, as opposed to bending and having one fulcrum pivotal point. If we bend our low back and move from our low back in flexion, we're going to injure our low back. As we hip hinge, we know that protects the spine, but also we know that the core muscles help stabilize the spinal muscles and our lumbar spine and our lumbar discs. So the core muscles, when they don't activate, it renders our spine vulnerable. A muscle in our low back has to pick up the slack, and eventually it wears out. When that multifidi, which is that muscle, fatigues and wears out, it causes damage to the discs. So what the Core Activator does is it strengthens the core muscle belt, pelvic floor muscles and diaphragm. It activates these muscles through here all the way around that protects the lumbar spine and discs. It teaches our patients, and whether you're a chiropractic patient, physical therapy patient, athletic trainer, it teaches, or this is used at home, simply used at home, it teaches us a perfect hip hinge. Hip hinging, Dr. Stuart McGill and other researchers have found a hip hinge protects the spine. The resistance band is actually an assistance band. As you go through a range of motion in your most vulnerable positions and points, biomechanically, research demonstrates that by bringing it out of those particular points of stress and strain, that you can go through a full range of motion without damaging your spine.